Your voice needs work.
Ready.
We're trying something new every time here.
You're out of out of key.
I'm out of key, out of tune. Yikes. I'll work on that for next time. By session 30, I'm gonna be sounding like Adele. It's gonna be beautiful. But anyways, hello everyone. Welcome to session 4 of Homebrew Advantage's campaign of Zholmyr Unbridled. We're so happy to have you with us here at our little virtual table. It's been a few weeks since we've played, but we're happy to have everyone back together, and hopefully we can kind of jump right back into our regular scheduling, our regular, every 2 week setup that we have going on. But at least for today, let's just jump right in, shall we?
Ooh.
How's everyone feeling? Are we excited?
Let's get it.
I'm ready to fight.
I feel sick.
Shatter.
There's never a wrong time. There's never a
We're
wrong
literally in a
time.
bar. You like blow up the back room of the bar.
Yeah.
Well, that is
Why
a wonderful
not?
segue to jump into a little bit of a recap of what happened a few weeks ago. So, last time we were with our group here, Jasper and Velterra had come across Micah Embergleam, a high elf from Thelosari who has a connection to someone from Jasper's past. And they find out, ooh, Micah.
Yay! Good
Yay,
guy.
Micah.
Yay, Micah.
Comment below. Are you Team Micah or Team
Not Micah.
Noka?
Nika.
Nope. All right.
Noka. What?
Let us know in the comments.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We're off to a really strong start, but they do find out that Micah has been taken by the same group that kidnapped Jasper, and Micah is responsible for the murder of Captain Arison. He was acting on orders from this mysterious group. Who this shadowy group believed that Captain Arison was working against them, and so they sent Micah after her. Micah also dropped a little bit of a bomb that Jasper's family could also be caught in the crosshairs of whatever is going on here. Meanwhile, the girls revisit the Arison home to look for a second golden feather that Niall had alluded to existing. But when they search the home, they find nothing. Instead, they come across a hidden letter to Captain Arison from someone who calls themselves the Cardinal, which confirms that the captain was in fact involved in a much bigger plot that reaches far beyond the borders of Scarport. They then head to meet up with the head honcho of Scarport, Captain Amethia Garland, a rough and boisterous pirate captain who helped Violet and Elaine break into the business years ago. Captain Garland shares some information about the group that visited Scarport and trekked up the mountain with Niall, but the meeting is cut short after some mental prying from Davina puts the captain on her guard. And before letting Micah escape, for old time's sake, the group learns that a member of the party that went up the mountain is still hanging around in the area. Hierophos, a renegade from the Ascium League, is camped somewhere outside of Scarport, waiting for Micah to finish his mission. And as the party regroups in Scarport's saloon, The Rock, and plans their next steps, they are so rudely interrupted by Captain Garland's men, who insist that Violet and the gang are hiding something, and they intend to find out what it is. So, with that, we now travel back to Scarport, to The Rock, and again,
Happy music is gone.
Happy music is gone, y'all. So, to set the scene once again, y'all are in the back room of The Rock, discussing. Libby, the automaton bartender, knocks on the door and alerts you that you have some visitors. In bursts 4 pirates, one of whom, Violet and Elaine, you recognize to be a member of Captain Garland's crew from her ship, the Mistress. And the one who seems to possess the most authority, he's dressed in a little bit of a fancier coat, a little bit sort of more official garb, reaches out to you, Violet, and says, "You got more of a story to tell. We're gonna take you back to the captain now." And he goes to reach for your wrist to pull you.
Okay. The second he grabs my wrist, I'm gonna look up at him and be like, well, look at you. Still Amethia's little lapdog, huh? Running around, doing anything and everything she wants you to. I've been waiting to cut up that pretty, ugly face of yours.
Got him.
She called you
And-
ugly, bitch.
I'm going to use my psionic daggers and put 2 right at his throat just as I'm staring at him.
You're making an attack.
I'm just gonna hover them there next to his throat.
Ah, I see. All right, so he's gonna yank his hand back and hold his neck up, and say to you, "At least I know what's good for me. And if you know what's good for you, you'll come with us right now."
Vel's gonna.
Plaza-
I think Vel's gonna pipe in at that point. He's gonna be like, whoa, guys, hang on, just time out. All right, you know what? We did leave something out. I have it right here. I'm gonna reach behind my back, and when I bring my hand up, it's gonna be like mimicking Jasper's gun, and I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Yes.
All right.
Here we go.
All right.
We are in combat. Roll some fucking initiative. Let's
Yes.
go.
Let's go.
The second I hear or I see that, I guess I'm gonna yell out, "Kill the rest! This one's mine. I want the first mate."
Well, a damn.
Excellent.
Dice out.
Gotta get your dice.
You gotta get your dice.
Gotta get your dice. Eldritch blast to the face.
Oh.
That O didn't sound good.
Cause it wasn't. Mine was probably worse. Mine was probably worse. I mean, mine's pretty average. I can't be upset about it. Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
rolled
happy
a
with
1.
mine. Oh
I
no!
No, you
A
did
3.
not.
I have a 3 initiative. I rolled a 1. I can use restoration, but I don't wanna. Not on this. Not on this.
No, don't waste it.
I've
Don't
just been like
waste it.
rolling haphazardly. I've rolled 4 natural ones in like just the haphazard rolling that I've done.
You
I
need
didn't
to
roll for my
roll the
initiative,
dice.
but I've rolled entirely too many ones so far. So I'm trying to get them all out of the way here.
Throw it out. Yeah, I was gonna say, get them out of your system.
It's not working, by the way.
Oh no. What happened?
Good.
Oh, it's not working.
Oh.
I keep rolling more. So
Davina, give me that initiative, girl.
11.
11. All right, Elaine.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not great.
Yeah.
Jasper.
16.
Oh, work, bitch.
Ooh.
I'm fast as fuck. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Velterra.
10.
10. And last but certainly not least, Violet.
I got a 20, so that's 25.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, in that case, Miss Violet, you are. Oh, hold on. First, actually,
The Eldritch
wait,
Blast. Yeah.
That's right. But first, also, let me direct you all over to roll 20.
Let's go.
And
Wub, 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 wub.
how do I move?
Where am I? I'm in the void.
There we go.
Hey.
What?
Perfect.
All right,
So wanky.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So,
Look at us.
look at you.
Mm.
All right. So, to give you guys a little context here, first question: is this generally more or less where you think you might be? Feel free to let me know where you might move yourselves based on Violet. I have you right in the front with how do I like? Can you all
Awesome.
see?
Yes.
Okay, so the
Yep.
pirate captain is right in
No,
front of
behind
you.
the flip table is definitely.
Theo, is this the door?
No, the door is on the south side, right?
Okay.
Okay, here. So I would have been behind the table
Okay.
because I flipped the table over.
You did flip the table over. That is correct. I forgot about that. Okay, good call. Thank you.
Yes, and I would also be up there with Violet. So.
All right. So, to give you a little bit of the lay of the land, some context here, this guy right here is the person who's been reaching out to take Violet, and then everyone else around here is kind of some general pirate cronies. So, yes, thank you for the reminder that the initiative was initiated by Velterra shooting his Eldritch Blast. So, Vel, I will go ahead and have you kick that off. So you're shooting at the person who's grabbing Violet?
So I think what I would have done probably is, as I was like, whoa, guys, time out. I'll just walk around the other side of the table just to get kind of clear of everybody. And so I'm kind of like approaching him with my hand behind my back. And then as I bring it out from behind, I'm gonna shoot him with the Eldritch Blast.
Should you need me to move your token?
Yeah, you can put him like down here.
Right over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a natural 20.
Oh!
Let's go.
Oh.
Just wait till he has like
Yeah.
just wait till he has like 17 Eldritch Blasts.
Let's roll damage on that one. So a couple. It's a 4. Not that good. So that's 9 plus an additional 6 because of some of the feats that I have for Eldritch Blast that I keep forgetting about. So it's a total of 15.
Oh.
15 damage. All right, that is a whammy. So, the Eldritch Blast, bam, shoots out of Velterra's fingers that sort of bluish purplish energy that you've seen once before. It launches across the room, which illuminates in this bright flash, and it hits this pirate person who you have the knife right up to their throat, Violet. It hits them square in the chest, and they immediately reel backwards. And their hand is not even anywhere near you anymore, Violet. They have just been hit by a major force.
Nice.
And so with that, I'm gonna go. I'll wink at Violet, and then I'll take another step forward, and you can see like the mostly human-esque skin that I have is going to kind of coalesce into a stony bark, and I'm just gonna cast Blade Ward on myself until next turn.
Nice. So that's sort of that magical essence flares up, and Velterra coats himself in this sort of barky-looking exterior and steels himself for the next move. And so, with that, Violet, you are up next. What is your reprise?
Okay, so in the flurry of activity of the Eldritch Blast hitting the main pirate, and I see him fly back, I'm going to try to get around him. He lets go of my arm. I'm going to get around him and try to get a real dagger behind his neck. Like as he's like disoriented and going backward. I want to use my movement to get around him, put a real dagger to his neck as my 2 psionic ones are also there. So it's like 2 purple daggers here and then 1 real dagger to the throat.
Oh shit. So you're looking to go like over here or like between him and the other pirate? So like over like right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And perfect. And then I'm gonna whisper in his ear. Are you sure you still know what's good for you? And then I'm going to. I have 1 dagger around his throat. I'm gonna take my other hand and rest it on the back of his skull and life drain.
And what?
And I'm gonna suck some of his energy out of his head, out of his body, out of his life force.
All right.
Oh my god.
Go ahead. I
Poor
need a little bit of
captain.
reminder. Do you have the write up of how that works? Is it an attack
Yeah,
roll?
yeah.
Or? Okay.
Yeah, it's an attack roll, but I use my constitution instead of my strength. Oh man! Ugh! That's only a 9 to hit.
Ooh, that does not hit. So, in your excitement, you go. So, remind me exactly what you were doing and like how you were planning that. Like, how were you attempting to suck the life?
With my hands
With
on the
your
back
hand?
of his head. Yeah.
So, sensing something behind him and knowing that he has a dagger here and 2 daggers here, he has 1 option left of where to move his head, and that is behind him. Sensing your hand, and he's got a giant, floppy, stupid pirate hat. Sensing your hand behind him, he's gonna like launch his head backward, and so your fingers and everything make contact with the top of the hat instead of with his neck and the base of the skull. All right. So
That was a bonus action.
that was a bonus action. Go ahead. Yes.
Once I don't get that, I'm just gonna try and cut his with my dagger.
All right. So real quick before that attack, you say, do you still know what's good for you? And he's gonna kind of like, while he throws his head back, he's gonna say to you, I know what's good for me. I know I'm better than you. And then you're gonna make that attack?
Uh-huh.
All right, go for it.
That was a 16 plus 7.
That will definitely hit.
Lovely. 1d4 plus 5. Where are my d4s at? 7 damage. And
So
I'm trying to do non-lethal for him.
Okay, so I'll say you take the dagger that's in front, and you just sort of like flick it upward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And with that blood, you do break skin. Blood starts to drip down onto his shirt, and he sort of like flinches, like. Ugh.
And when he flinches, I'm gonna snarl and say, "Is that so?"
All right, so 7 damage. All right, with that, let me pull out my roll20 here. This pirate right here, whoops, no, right here, over to the right, is gonna see this go down, and he's gonna rush you, Violet, and say, "You insolent bitch." And he is going to make 2 attacks at you.
Okay. Bring it. Let's go.
He's going to pull out a giant bat, and he's going to come running at you and swing. First attack. Sorry. That's a natural 20.
No.
It would have been
Barb,
lovely.
Silver.
Ah, there we go. There she goes.
Good.
What do you say? What do you say to answer to his insolent bitch comment?
You go.
I tell him, I just respond and I go, ooh, are you having big feelings?
Yeah.
All right.
Your
Someone give
gentle
me a quick.
parent, this pirate, just
Just infantilizing him.
I love it.
Incredible. So I have to re-roll. Okay, and then I take the lower roll. I basically get disadvantage. Okay. Still pretty good, but not a natural 20. That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Ooh, that is 8 bludgeoning damage to you, Violet.
All right.
And then he's gonna take a second swing as well. That is also very good. That is a 22 to hit.
Ooh, that hits.
And then that is
Oof,
gonna
oof.
be 7 bludgeoning damage.
You're rolling high tonight, Theo.
I'm rolling high tonight. Where the fuck is this coming from? So in response to you, Davina, he's gonna say, "Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm about to paint this floor with your blood."
Darling, that's why I wear red so no one can see it.
All right, and then next, because they also had some good initiative, the second pirate down here near the door is gonna rush you, Elaine.
Alrighty.
He is also going to pull out a mace, and he's gonna go swing at that pretty porcelain face.
Darren.
First attack is a 21 to hit. This is crazy.
Hits. Oh my
Who
god.
loaded
Can I
your
help her out?
die while you were away?
He
Alright,
touched
this one I rolled-
he touched the
this one I-
fucking Blarney stone. That's what he did.
This is it! It's your
This is
luck.
it.
He rubbed the nose of that lucky dog. Yeah.
It's over.
Theo.
But I did roll a 1 on the damage dice, so that is 3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Not bad.
And then second swing is... That's terrible. That is a 8 to hit.
No, not at all.
Alright. In that case, next... standing back here in the corner, slightly unassuming, is a much smaller, kind of skinnier, slighter pirate. But he's going to take a step forward, look at you, Veltera, who just cast that Eldritch Blast, and with an expressionless face, he's going to whip up a staff, and he's going to launch Melf's Acid Arrow
Oof.
right at ya.
Ooh, you bitch.
Boo.
That is going
Boo, boo,
to
boo.
be... Ooh, let's see. Spellcasting plus 5 to hit. That's a 16.
Damn.
All right. So, I need more dice.
Oh, great. Yeah,
fine.
Theo
No,
needs
that's
more
okay.
dice. Yeah, it's fine.
please.
No, it's good. No, you don't.
Everything is fine.
No,
You're
if
good.
yeah, if you didn't have them out, you don't get to roll them. That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
in
actually the
house
rule.
rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's sorry,
Yeah.
it's in the new player's handbook.
Oh,
Yeah,
Good
all
try.
right.
yeah.
It's in the new
Yeah.
one. Have you read it yet? Have you read it yet?
All right.
That was in
Yeah,
good
they
shit.
just
Bring
said-
it on. Let's go.
I did not roll great. That's 7 acid damage.
7.
Shove it.
7. All right, that's what you take immediately, and then Veltera, at the end of your next turn, you're going to take some additional damage as well.
What's
But
in the
for now,
box? What's in the box?
Okay.
that
What's
is
in the
what you
box?
said. All right, Jasper, you are up next.
All right. I'm going to pop up over the table, and I'm gonna say, okay, everybody just needs to chill the fuck out. And I'm going to shoot this guy right.
This is gonna be good.
This guy right here.
All right. Yep.
So I'll see if I hit first. Ooh, buddy, that's a 14. Plus 9 minus 5, so only a plus 4. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay. So as the bullet hits that pirate, you see an explosion of ice shoots out in every direction. Sorry, guys, it's gonna hit you a little bit, but
Michael.
so
Fine.
it is going to. Everybody needs to make a I believe it's a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Cool.
And the radius of that is what? 5 feet?
10 feet.
It's 10 feet. Okay.
You
so
wrote
that
it.
is- I did. So that is literally everyone in this area. All 4 pirates,
Yeah.
Violet and Elaine.
Yes.
Oh no, I got an 11.
Oh
for
no.
my-
Well, that's not good.
No, wait. Yeah, no, it's not good. God, in here I thought Fireball was gonna be the first friendly fire.
Bam, 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 bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam,
Michael,
bam,
speaking
bam.
of getting your- Pickles in the house.
All right. I will say from the pirates, I would imagine they all passed. They all got at least an 18, except for the wizard in the back corner who rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
Aww.
Yeah, that's fine. What did you roll, Elaine? You did not pass, and then Jess, what did
11.
you roll?
Yeah.
I sure didn't pass. I rolled a 3.
Oh no. Okay. Well, everybody who
Yeah.
everybody who
Yeah.
failed is going to take an extra 2d4 ice damage or cold damage, as they say.
Ooh.
That's 5 cold damage to everybody who failed that, and their movement speed is reduced by 10.
Oh, yikes.
Oh.
Great
And
dice.
then bitch boy who got shot
Mm-hmm.
is going to take blah, blah, blah. Where's my d10? D10 plus D10 plus D10 plus 15.
What?
Wait, were you sharpshooter?
Yeah, that's why I said plus 9 minus 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So what? So
Uh,
what's just happened to me?
No, this isn't the. You only
Okay.
take the damage. You
Oh,
only
okay.
take the cold damage. So that's 5 plus 15. That's 20 damage.
Christ. All right, so
I want to keep that
Jasper.
one guy alive. Yeah.
I shoot him in the thigh, I guess.
Okay.
you could shoot him in the thigh all you want. But it's fucking cannon. It's causing some serious damage. So Jasper says everyone needs to chill out. He cocks that gun. Bam.
Blammo.
The bullet goes off and makes contact directly in the thigh of the pirate. And it is followed immediately by an explosion of ice and frost. The pirate's leg freezes and shatters clean off.
What?
He drops to the
Jasper.
floor, screaming in agony, alive, but in extreme pain and looking worse for the wear. Meanwhile, everyone else within that radius, as his leg explodes, the ice shards shoot out and start to sting and pierce you all as you take your damage.
What, guys? I thought that the pirate wanted a peg leg. Isn't that like their whole motif?
Rudolph. Anything else from you, Jasper?
So good.
I'm gonna scoot around Davina to the other side, like over here. And as I move by, I'm gonna be like, "Excuse me, darling," and then I'm gonna get around the side to the like still next under like taking cover next to the table, but
Right.
like further back.
All right. And with that, as he whispers into your ear and pushes past you, Davina, you are next.
Okay. So let's see. The guy in the back corner cast vicious mockery on him, so I'm just gonna look at him and I'm gonna say you look like a leash kid. Were you a leash kid when you were little? and, and I'm gonna and he's gonna make a save.
Acid arrow, your mom's a hoe.
What save do you need?
A wisdom of 15.
Wisdom of 15. All right, let's see. That is going to be a dirty 20. You're going to say that to him. He's going to look at you and he's going to say, "No, I wasn't."
Stone face killer.
I think Davina just laughed. She
This
just.
is
Oh my god, so good.
A man's leg.
But I
a
am gonna
man's
bonus
leg
action.
Go ahead, sorry.
And that just reflects vicious mockery back to you, and now you suffer the consequences. Yeah, rubber and your glue.
I'm sorry, Davina. Yeah,
no, as a bonus
what else
action,
you got?
she's gonna give. Wait, bonus action, I'm gonna give Violet Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I love how a man's leg just exploded in ice, and Davina's having playful banter with the man in the corner.
She has wine. She's a leash kid. Just. Jasper flipped the table. She grabbed her wine glass just in time. She's got her hand on her hip, and she's throwing in salt. She's having a grand time.
Absolutely incredible.
Amazing.
All right. And that's it. Anything else from you on your turn? Davina, any movement or anything?
No, I think she likes behind the table. Yeah.
Okay.
She's not moving anywhere.
All right. So, with that, the pirate, whose leg just exploded in shards of ice, is still screaming on the floor in agony. He's going to push himself up onto his remaining leg and sort of hold himself, and he's going to look at you, Violet, and he's going to say, "You don't know what you're doing." And he's going to pull out from his waist a large broadsword, and he's going to say, "Now pay for it." And he's going to go and make a stab at you. That will be a 10 to hit.
Oh, I was hoping you were gonna be like, "That will be a 3."
An everlasting love. Oh.
I like that. That misses.
It misses.
All right, so he makes the lunge at you, and he's still off balance. He is struggling after that barrage that he just endured. So he's gonna stumble kind of past you, and he's gonna turn around and look at you, Velterra, and he's gonna say, "You're also gonna pay!" And he's gonna pull out a pistol, aim it at you, and take a shot.
Oh.
That is gonna be, damn, a 9.
That'll miss.
Stop
All right,
it!
I-
It's like you've run out of
Get some
good
help.
dice rolls.
I used up all my good rolls. So he takes that shot, It goes wide. It hits the stone wall behind you, Valterra, and some pieces of the stone shatter, but you are unharmed. Elaine.
Oh,
Oh wait, did I miss someone? No, I didn't. Yeah, Elaine, you're up. Oh,
any of the pirates?
sorry. What?
Is it? What?
It's you. It's you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
What? Sorry. I beg your pardon. Okay. So yeah, Elaine, I think has never seen a human explode like that. And is a little taken aback, and that's why she's acting so late. It's just everything happened so quickly, and then a man's leg exploded. And so she's like wiping like shards out of her cheek and everything, and she is going to make a swing at the guy like just diagonal down from her.
Yep,
Which
right
one
here.
is that? Yes, that's the one. That's the boy. And so I'll swing on him with my great sword real quick. That is a 16 to hit.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Okay. Ooh, okay, that is 9 slashing damage. And fuck it, I'm gonna Divine Smite. So, we're gonna do 2 more D8 radiant damage on him. Da-da-da-da-da.
Shaped like a cheesecake, Elaine.
Oh, baby. That's a 7 and a 6. So 13 radiant damage on top of the 9 slashing. So, math. 22 damage altogether to this man.
Math do be math.
Sorry
To which one? Who is it to?
Thought we did the same.
The one in the brown coat just south of me.
From the.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
All right, so Elaine, you pull out Retribution and you make your swing. The room that is just starting to dim again after the bright eldritch blast from Valterra lights up all over again as the bright glowing sword comes down hard right on the collarbone of the pirate in front of you. A huge gash is cleaved into this pirate, and he too screams out in pain and drops to his knees as he begins to bleed out onto the floor, just clinging to life.
I will pull Retribution out. I'll put my boot on his chest and yank my sword back out of his shoulder. And say, perhaps it was a mistake to trust a pirate. I guess that is leg on my face. She's
Incredible.
wiping shards off.
Incredible.
You literally hear, like, I'm back, my back's against the table, and I hear you say it, and I just go, bah! Yeah! Like the
Alright.
energy, Elaine. Keep it up.
Thank you!
We return to the top of the order. Violet, you are up.
I'm going to bonus action disengage with these two.
Okay.
Move next to Elaine because we've
Like-
fought in many, many battles before. So like flank her on her other side. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to just being crazy. All right, like that. Okay.
Awesome.
But as I like disengage from the pirate that I was talking to, I'm just gonna look up at him and like not even like his remark doesn't even warrant a response. So I'm just gonna like look at his leg, his missing leg, look up at him, and just sort of smile and then disengage and go next to Elaine. And I'm going to, since I'm flanked with, actually next to the pirate, so that I have sneak attack, and so I can do sneak attack.
Right here.
We're flanking. Perfect.
Okay.
And I'm gonna.
Get him.
I have my psionic blades that were against the other pirate's throat, like still up against them, and I'm gonna yell out, "You're not a threat anymore." And I'm gonna move the blades to the pirate that's in front of me and attack with one of them to cut to kill.
All right, make that roll.
Let's go.
Oh man, that was terrible. 10.
You've got your inspo. You've got your inspo.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna use
A
Oh,
D6.
the teaspoon. Oh, yeah, I have the. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And thank you for that. That's a 12 to hit.
That hits. That just hits.
Yes, yes.
Let's go.
Let's go. So 1d6. That's 11. 11 damage with my one blade. And then with my. And then actually, I'm gonna make it my sneak attack because I can.
Do it.
Yeah. So then that is an extra 2d6 damage. So that's +4, +1. So an additional 5 to that hit.
Okay. So, using your nimble maneuvering, you jump beside Elaine and you relocate your psionic daggers. The pirate who had just been gashed in the shoulder by Elaine is on his knees, clutching his shoulder. He looks up at you just in time to see the psionic dagger come across, rip across his throat. His head flies backward, hanging by a few sinews of flesh, and he collapses to the ground.
I kick him down.
Dead.
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent.
And then I turn to Elaine, and I just give you, Elaine, like this like wild smile and this acknowledgement that it feels good to be fighting with you again.
You look so deranged. Go kill more.
All right. With that, the pirate up here is going to see this transpire, and he's going to go, You're crazy! And he's going to lunge at you, Violet. He's going to move right here and make his 2 swings with his bat again. First one, whoops, is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
All right, that's going to be 5 bludgeoning damage. Second attack. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Second attack. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
That is 4 bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I got her.
squish
I
a
got her.
little
I got her.
rub.
That's down. I'm down.
With that, after seeing his friend, coworker, whatever you want to think of it, get his head ripped off his body, something snaps in this pirate. This isn't just, a quiet little shakeup anymore. This is serious. And he lunges at you with his bat, takes one swing across your face, knocks it in one direction. With his momentum, comes down, smacks you on top of the head, and knocks you out cold on the ground. With that, next,
Oh.
the wizard in the corner.
Oh, it's a whiz.
Is
See,
going...
I told you, leash kid. Come on. Absolutely leash kid.
is going to look at you, Elaine,
Hmm.
and say, "You look like the biggest threat. You next."
Thank you.
He's going to cast Witch Bolt in your direction. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
All right. That is going to be 2 lightning damage.
Oh no. Oh no. How could this have happened?
You gotta be so mean about it.
What's up, leash
How
kid?
will she ever survive?
Shut up, leash kid.
So you feel a little bit of, there's some static electricity like poking at you, Elaine. It's really weird. I'm not really. It's a strange feeling.
I think it tickles.
With that, Jasper, you are next.
Okay. I'm gonna pop up
Should we be afraid?
and I'm gonna say, are we really? Okay, fine. And I'm going to just take another. I'm gonna shoot this guy that's casting spells in the back.
Yep.
Um,
Are you sharpshooting?
I am sharpshooting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 13 on the dice, so 17.
Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely.
So that is D10 plus 15. That's 6 on the die, so 21.
Good lord.
That's insane.
Did you just incinerate this leash kid?
This is just
All right.
just a bullet, just straight right between the eyes.
The gun fires. The wizard in the corner takes a bullet right in the side of the face. His head shoots back, and when it comes back forward, his eye and most of the right side of his face is blown off. And he looks at you and he just says, "Ow."
He's not dead?
Not yet.
Alright, I'm gonna action surge. And I'm gonna action surge and be like, what the fuck are you? And then I'm gonna shoot him again.
He's obviously a leash kid. He
That's
can
even-
do
He's a
anything.
leash
Even
kid.
better, that's a 16 on the die.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay.
My god.
And then I roll the dice. 6 on the dice again, so 21. Another 21.
All right. His head reaches forward. He says, "Ow." Another gunshot. His head explodes in blood and flesh and bone,
Ah!
and he drops backwards, dead.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Davina and be like, okay, I was gonna be really creeped out if that didn't kill him.
Oh my god. I mean, you and me both. And I saw what you did to the pirate. Like, Jesus.
That was funny. Alright. That was a good joke, right?
That's pretty good.
Speaking of Davina, you're up.
Oh. Okay. Okay, the one in front of Sal is dead or looks really bad? Looks really bad.
No, the one right here. Oh wait, did I delete the? No, he came back down. This one is looking good. He's the one that just took Violet down.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I am going to cast. I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force on him.
Work, bitch.
Let's
Ooh.
And Okay, so I am gonna use my metallic arm and just like focus it on him and send the magic his way as I say, "Not my friend, you bitch." And
Easily.
I'm gonna create.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna create like a black hole underneath his feet, so he feels like he's just falling infinitely.
Yes.
Ooh.
Fuck him up.
Let me see. Yeah, it's just an action. There's no saving throw. But he takes, so since it's falling, he'll take falling damage, I guess.
So it looks like it does need an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, it's psychic. It's psychic? Yeah, it's psychic. Okay.
It says you craft an illusion that
You're
takes.
correct. Intelligence of 15 he needs to make.
Okay. So that's this guy here. Intelligence of 15. That will be exactly.
And it's a 10-foot cube.
No.
So if I could do it so that it's both, so that both the pirates are on like the edge of it, and that Violet and Elaine aren't in it.
So like back here, maybe. Let me see.
So I think you target one creature, and then the illusion that you make for that creature can't be larger than a 10-foot cube.
Okay. So then okay. I should probably read these spells more detailed before I cast them.
But
Yeah.
Cast a
rolled,
BB.
he rolled a 14. I thought it was exactly 15, but he does not have an intelligence boost, so it is a 14.
Good.
Good.
Get him.
So you said there's damage involved with this as well? This is a long spell. Oh my god.
Yeah,
It is.
there's
It's
a big
very
group of them.
involved. They take the damage. Yeah. So at least he takes 1d6 of sight.
This spell is fascinating. We have never had this pop up in one of our
And then-
campaigns before.
Now we have
I
it.
love this.
And then the target perceives. Okay, so it's psychic damage, but then they perceive it as the damage type appropriate to the illusion. Okay, that's what it was. So yeah, it's just let me roll that.
So it's like if they're imagining that they're falling, it feels like they take falling damage, but it's really psychic. Just like
Correct.
flavored. Fascinating.
Ooh.
Okay, it's just 6 psychic damage. Damn, I thought that was gonna be more.
No, but I mean this is still, the damages might not be as high, but he is now convinced that he is falling through the abyss.
Yes.
This is true. This is
All right. Anything else from you?
I'm gonna bonus action unsettling words on the other one. I'm gonna tell him you don't know what's coming.
And then so unsettling words, expend your bardic inspiration. Subtract the number rolled from the next saving throw it makes before the start of your next turn. Okay. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sweet.
Belterra.
Do I take damage at the beginning of my turn?
You do. You're going to take 2d4, which is
2.
Why is that?
the leftover from the acid arrow, Melf's acid arrow.
Oh, I see. Okay.
5
How
acid
much damage?
damage. 5.
5. A lot of damage. Alright, I'm going to, Violet's down, right?
Violet is down.
Sure am. Yep.
I'm gonna run up to Violet. You tell me if I can do both in one turn.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt a medicine check I'm also going to attempt to swipe the feather.
You don't know. You don't have it. You don't know have it. What do you mean? What do you mean?
You do not have it? You don't know have
What do
it?
you? What do you mean? I don't. Yeah.
What?
So they are correct in that as far as Velterra knows, Davina has the feather. It was given to Violet in the evening as
Yeah.
they were
Oh, was it?
before they went to sleep.
Yeah.
It was given in secret
Mhm.
from Davina. That would have been fucking incredible, though.
That would have been nuts.
That's a secret.
Okay.
But yes, at the moment, as far as you know, Davina is still holding on to the feather.
Okay. Then I will.
Oh God. I felt so tense.
I'll
I
move
wanted
up
it to happen so bad.
here, and I will still attempt a medicine check.
Go ahead.
It's exactly a 10.
Then yeah, beats it.
Okay. And then I'm going to just drag her back.
Just drag her.
Just straight back.
Drag me. Drag
Absolutely
me.
drag her.
Back this way.
I'm gonna drag her straight back to like here, and then keep me right where I am. So I'll put her behind me.
Okay. She's pretty light. I won't require a strength check or anything like
Okay.
that. She's pretty tiny.
And that's it.
All right, Violet, you, after dropping to a massive hit on the head,
To be fair, I think I stabilized her. I don't know that she's back to 1 HP.
you are correct. I'm sorry, I forgot how medicine checks work. That is correct. You don't
I
have
don't
to
have
make
any
death saving
healing, but I
throws.
can stop her from making death saves.
Yes.
It doesn't.
Huge.
Oh, it does.
You're stabilized. You don't have to make death
I'm
throws. either.
stabilized. Oh,
You're still unconscious,
okay.
but you don't have to make death saves.
Mhm.
great.
You're out, but not at risk.
Okay. Am I still a spellcaster? What?
No, you're just Jess.
You're a rogue. You're a glass cannon still.
You're just Jess.
I'm Jess.
I'm just Jess.
I'm just Jess.
All right.
Let's see how many of those references we can get in. Oh man.
I may die, so please cast Bless.
All right. So next, the pirate over here is going to crawl up, move on. He's going to look and see his companion screaming and flailing as if he is falling. And he's going to look around at all of you and just say, "This is madness." And he'll go and he'll pull his longsword, Elaine, and he's going to go and he's going to swing it at you.
This is Sparta.
That will be a 17.
Does not hit.
She's crazy.
I'm a beefy girl, so
biffy
That-
qual.
Girl.
That AC. All right. Well, he is going to make one more attack at you as well.
try it.
That nope. That's
You won't?
3 plus-
Bitch, you
that's
won't.
8.
But you won't.
Ay. Well, with
Woo.
that, Elaine, you immediately get to respond. It is your turn next.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Destroy them.
I know Violet wants to keep him alive. Man. Can I try to do non-lethal damage to him to knock him out? Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna try to hit him with the flat side of my greatsword. Yeah. This
Bonk.
will be fun. This will be good. Just bonk. Just let's see. Oh baby, that's a 23 to hit.
It's crazier than it is.
Yeah.
Damn, Elaine.
He just tried to
I
kill
knew
my
there was a
friend.
reason we kept you around, girl.
You weren't
Yeah.
going to keep me around? I deal.
Wait, what?
I said you weren't going to keep me around. Just.
Oh no, just that there was a reason that we did.
Oh, okay. It's 15. I guess like bludgeoning damage to him.
All right. So you take him as he swings at you and
Just
misses. Elaine, you kind of look down at this pitiful human. You've seen a lot of pitiful humans in your life.
Squishy.
You take your sword, boom! You smack him across the temple. His eyes kind of glaze over, and he falls to the ground unconscious.
Excellent. Can I, like, for the rest of my turn, can I turn to the other pirate there and speak and try to intimidate him really quickly?
Go for it.
Okay. So I'll turn to him and I will say, you can be next, or you can go tell your captain not to fuck with us until we're done with this one.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Awesome. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
It's a 19 on the die. It was a 5 before. Oh, God. Okay, and my intimidation is a +5. So, 24 to intimidate him.
This pirate, who believes he is falling through space, hears a disembodied voice. The voice of some eldritch being in the cosmos speaks to this poor man a grim warning. He has never felt fear like this in his life.
Yes.
Violet, it is you. Oh, you're unconscious. Ha! Alright, you're fine, you're stabilized. So, this pirate, he's going to make his attempt. He can use his action to try and sort of break out of this phantasmal force, but because of your intimidation, he is now going to be rolling with disadvantage
Awesome.
on his intelligence check.
Bitch is already done.
That is one was a 19, the other was a 5 for a total of 6.
Ooh.
Well done. The fear continues. He flails wildly, unsure of what is going for him next. And on top of that, does the damage continue?
Not me.
Does it always like?
Who could never be sure?
Who can never be sure? Phantasmal Force up to a minute. Each round on your turn, or on your turn. All right, so it'll be on your turn to be in it. But for now, continues to fall and scream. Jasper.
Yep. Feeling like we have this situation pretty well handled. I'm going to walk over to what looks like this like little kitchen area. I'm gonna grab that hot pan that's been in the fire.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk over to this pirate.
This one?
Yeah, the one that's unconscious on the ground. And bleeding out from the leg because his leg is starting to thaw. And be like, I'm gonna turn to Elaine and I'm gonna be like, she wanted this one alive, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna like pick him up by the scruff and just hot pan to the stub.
Shit.
As there are still some shards of ice, when the pan makes contact, it is a loud.
Yes. Yes.
Thank God this man is unconscious. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Is that my action?
Depends. What else were you trying to do?
I was just gonna shoot the guy that thinks he's falling.
I would say that's probably your action.
Okay, that's fine.
I was just gonna try to shoot him.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just like I'll have him and kind of just I'll begin to like get stuff out of my pack to tie this guy up.
Okay. All right, Davina.
Okay, I'm just gonna continue on with Phantasmal Force.
Anything you want to say or do?
No, I can't do anything to help. Yeah, and that's concentration. Yeah, I'm gonna continue. And I've a weary eye on Violet, like just backing on her. Yeah, there's not much else. So that's gonna be five damage.
5 more damage.
Sweet. 5 more
Alrighty.
psychic damage.
Boom. All right, Belterra.
So one guy just got cauterized, the other guy's free game.
Yep.
Alright, well then let's...
He's in Doctor Strange world, just like
Literally.
Just falling through space, falling through dimensions.
he's just standing there doing this.
Yeah.
Flailing because exactly. He thinks that he's
Terrified.
flailing. Yeah,
Absolutely terrified.
He's basically the used car sales balloon guy.
Yeah.
Just screaming.
That's so funny. That's such a good visual. Just it's so good.
I'm gonna have so much fun with this spell.
Yes.
This is excellent.
Oh, it's so good.
I'll step forward so that he's within 15 feet of me.
Like that?
And then I'm going to hit him with a lightning lure.
Ooh.
Get over here!
Use a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw. All right. That is a natural 1.
Oh, baby.
Finally.
So he's going to take a d8 of damage. And he's going to be pulled 10 feet in a straight line toward me. That is 8.
All right. So as this man continues to fall through space, screaming,
I got you, bud.
his body is riddled with electricity, and he feels himself yanked. The disorientation is starting to get to him, for sure.
Vomits all over you.
He is looking rough. And
I think that's it for me.
that's it for you?
Yep.
All right, Elaine.
Alrighty. I am gonna run back to Violet. Davina, were you hurt?
No, save Sal.
Perfect, awesome. Then I'll put all 20 of my lay on hands into Sal.
Whoa.
So 20 points.
What?
'Cause we're level 4, baby, and it's my level times 5. So 20 hit points into Sal immediately. No one else is at risk of going down in like a hit or two, right?
I haven't been touched.
No. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Fun fact, haven't lost a single HP this entire campaign.
Don't say that in front of the DM.
Michael's now a target. Michael's now a target.
Michael's now a target. Let's see when he dies. Just,
All right.
just.
All right. So Elaine reaches down, puts her hands on Violet.
And
The
it's like,
energy. Go ahead. You want to describe it? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like the plates in her arms kind of like expand as the electricity flows from her core, like her own life force pours into Violet, and she just says clear
Yep.
and
Fantasy
comes down to
defib.
her chest.
Fantasy defib.
Violet, you are brought back to consciousness with 20 HP points.
I feel like my eyes are gonna go wide. I'm just gonna look up at Elaine and just like nod and be like, "You're an absolute doll." Reach up my hand.
Thank you, a porcelain one.
Oh.
You just got Narcaned.
And then get myself up. Mm-hmm.
And with that, Violet, welcome back. It is your turn.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
Sal, that one over there that looks like it's falling, it's primed for you. He's primed for you. He's ready for you.
So with a little bit of some wild eyes after coming back after being unconscious, I'm gonna go into Vila's wrath because I am.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
So I'm gonna look at Elaine and my eyes are gonna flare red.
Excellent.
And I'm going to, as fast as I can, flank Vel. And look at the guy who's falling, who I believe had a little retort for me.
He's the one who knocked you out.
Yeah. So before I hit him or attack, I'm gonna look at him flailing and like looking like he's suffering a little bit. My eyes are still red, and I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, "Crazy is why Captain Garland hired us." And then I'm gonna attack.
Roll that attack with advantage.
And I'm gonna, yeah, amazing.
Incapacitated. Get
him.
So that is a 13 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and so with one of my psionic daggers, I'm going to, since he's falling and his eyes are probably all over the place, I'm gonna have the dagger like dance in front of him a little bit as he's like wrap around him as he's falling, and then cut him across the stomach.
Incredible. As this man and his reality is falling apart around him, he sees what he thinks at first is a light of his salvation. It comes through this abyss and it floats in front of his face. And for a second, he gasps, and you can see his attention recenter itself, when before it was lost in fear and panic. That sense of recentering immediately turns to fear as the light streaks down across his chest, and the dagger rips open a gash. And as his eyes are wide with fear, they slowly start to relax as the life drains out of them, and he falls to the floor dead.
Ooh.
bitch ass bitch.
And with that, we are out of combat. You are left alone in this back room with a one-legged unconscious pirate.
Just another Tuesday. Just.
Davina like brushes her hands and she just goes, "Well, I think he was right. We are quite the mad mob, aren't we?"
Are we gonna drop this one off with your captain, or just leave him here?
The one-legged one? Oh, we're gonna
Keeping
wake
him.
him up and make him crawl back to the captain.
I mean, okay. You might not make it.
You might not make it.
I like the energy, but I don't know. I honestly think he'll die before he gets there.
Okay,
I
fine. Then
will-
I'm okay to go drop him off. Let's
All right.
go. Let's go to the mistress. Because I think if Captain Amethia had something to say to us, she should say it to our faces first, not send her cronies after us.
I'll go
Uh,
with Violet.
I'll turn to Elaine and be like, now, I don't mean to use you as a pack mule, but
No, I'm very strong. You are all pink and squishy.
I like her candor.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I'll pick up the
Yeah.
one-legged pirate. I'll pick up the one-legged pirate.
All right, you go ahead and sling him over your shoulder.
Just holding on the leg.
And you guys are making your way out? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, let's pay Captain Garland a quick visit.
Yeah, as everybody's getting ready, I'll rewrite the tables and kind of make the room nice again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, out of character, real quick. From last session, do I know that Violet has the feather? I don't think I do.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
No.
yeah. Never mind.
No.
Never mind. I don't know to be worried.
Hey, so
yeah. Oh god.
you guys come out of the back room. It is still somewhat early in the day. It is sort of just approaching maybe around midday at this point, and there is already a loud crowd here at the Rock that continues to sort of go about their business as if a fight in the back room is
Happens every
nothing to
day.
sneeze at. Nothing to sneeze at. Even as you walk out with a bloody one-legged pirate, you catch a few, a few people kind of glance up from their table, but no one wants to mess with the people that just did this to this guy. So they all kind of go about their business, and you make your way out of the Rock, and you're heading up to where the mistress is docked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I'd like to cover the pirate's body. I don't know what, like with a cloak or something, so it looks like Elaine is just carrying something. But
Yeah. We could put him in a bag.
yeah, like we
Like-
put him in something so
His
that
bloody stump just fucking bleeding.
Blech.
It's cauterized. He's technically not bleeding anymore.
He's probably not bleeding. Externally.
Wow.
So. Externally.
All right, you can do that. As you're doing that, Velterra, a little voice bounces around in the back of your skull, and it says, "What happened to that person?"
The one our large friend is carrying.
He fell apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Humans have this nasty habit. If you hit them hard enough, pieces just fall off of them. It's crazy.
Oh. Does it hurt?
Yeah. Yeah, sure does.
Oh. So we hurt him.
Yeah, but he tried to hurt us first. Although we didn't. Jasper mostly did.
Are we meant to hurt those who would hurt us?
You know, it's a way of life that I've just kind of accepted. Sometimes it's you or them, and this time it was them.
Would you hurt me if I ever hurt you?
I'd like to think I wouldn't. that's a tough question. I don't even know how to hurt you. I
If
guess
we
not on
make a
purpose.
yes. What if we promised each other right now that we wouldn't hurt each other, and then we don't have to worry about it?
Sure. I'll make that promise to you. You don't hurt me. I don't hurt you. We never have to worry about it.
I like that. I promise.
All right. But we're still gonna hurt other people. Sometimes.
Will they fall apart too?
You know, there's always that possibility. And if we try hard and believe in ourselves, Vol, I bet we could do it again. I bet we really could.
Believe in ourselves.
We can wake up in the mornings and choose violence, and then break people apart.
No, Brat Summer.
It's
It's
always
this.
fascinating to see you learn things in real time, Vol.
The more I learn about this world, the more I can't wait to see it in its fullest.
Well, I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to be seeing a whole lot more of it real soon.
Good.
We'll see.
All right. So as Valterra sort of has this conversation in his head, something that you all are somewhat used to at this point in your journeys together, you make your way down to the docks. The mistress is still moored, pretty much exactly where it was from earlier this morning when you all made your way over there to have your conversation with the captain. Are you coming on board?
Yeah, I'll lead the way, unless Violet wants to.
No, Elaine can. I think, yeah.
All right.
Real quick before we go up,
Iron Ties to go first.
Elaine and Sal, are you guys kind of like frosty right now towards Captain?
Oh, absolutely. Elaine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a side of the captain that we haven't had to witness before. Like, we haven't had to be on the receiving end of, seen her do it, but we never thought that she would cross up this way.
Yeah. To Elaine, it feels like someone has broken an oath to her, which does not compute. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we go.
All right. You make your way up the plank leading on to the upper deck of the Mistress. As you make your way up, you basically climb right on board. There's a few crew kind of milling about. A few folks start to do some double takes. There's a couple of looks your way, but no one makes any sort of sudden moves in your direction. Do you continue to make your way to the captain's quarters?
Yeah.
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 All right. So you come to the captain's quarters. The doors are currently closed.
Are they unlocked?
I mean, you haven't tried anything.
I just
I'll
try
open them. Yeah, I'll open them for Elaine if her hands are full.
I got a free arm. Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah.
The door is unlocked.
Okay.
You open it, and seated inside at a desk with a quill is Captain Garland. She looks up from the paper and gives you all kind of a raised eyebrow.
I'm gonna say to her, you know what they say about shooting the messenger? Well, we didn't exactly. Well, we did shoot him, but he was also pretty hostile. So, and then I look at Elaine and just.
I deposit the bag on her desk.
She
You
eyes
can't explain this.
She eyes you both, takes the bag, pulls it back to reveal the unconscious, very bloodied corpse of her crew member. She looks down, another raised eyebrow, and she kind of looks at you all.
And I'm gonna make myself cozy. Like I'm gonna go sit on our. I'm gonna put my legs up. Look at my nails.
Well, y'all were busy this morning, I see, huh?
You sent them after us. Of course we were busy.
I did, yeah. You see, after our little conversation this morning, I had a feeling you ladies weren't giving me the whole story. I just told this dumbass here to go see if you could fill in the blanks for me.
And you thought that dumbass could deal with us? And I look at Elaine. Me and Ironside? And I look at Davina, and then I look at friends. And we met some new friends, too.
And just who might you two be?
They'll
Money.
answer your questions once you've answered ours.
And it goes both ways, Captain. I know for a fact you've got some information you weren't exactly forthcoming with earlier.
Oh, Cupcake. You're on my ship. You're in my office. I ask the questions in here.
Then we'll bring you outside, and I'm going to grab the captain, and I'm going to try to drag her out of here.
And I'm gonna look at Elaine and be like, I'm gonna say, Elaine.
No,
5 minutes. If we don't get answers in 5 minutes.
I don't take orders from you, Violet. You are my friend and I respect you, but you are not my mistress. And I will just grab at the captain's hair.
I'm gonna help. I'm gonna, just give Elaine some help or encourage her. Just be like, okay, let's go.
I'm gonna turn to Val and be like, all right, you ready for what happens next?
I'm gonna turn to Davina. Oh wait, I lost my headphone. His mistress, but we're on the mistress, and so let's keep this in this office.
Wait, say that first part again.
I may not be Elaine's mistress, but we are on her, like pointing to the captain. We're on her mistress, meaning the ship, and I think that we should keep this in the captain's quarters.
Why aren't you angry? Why aren't you furious right now?
I am furious, but I know that the captain meets force with force, and we've shown her our force, and now we have a negotiating table.
Okay, so let's break this down a little bit, shall we? Elaine, you go and you reach for the captain's hair. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm grabbing.
Snatch that bitch's weave!
I just grab the hair. Yeah.
Okay. Go and I will say make an attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah, against a dexterity check.
Okay. I legit, this sucks. I rolled a nat 1.
No.
Awful. I think Elaine is furious. Like someone that she trusted broke a promise, betrayed her own trust, which is like very hard to earn, and just doesn't know how to handle this. Just acts on impulse, like refuses to listen to her friend's reason because it's not in order.
Wait.
Okay.
My help or encouragement, like giving her like the nod, like the go ahead, wouldn't help with anything.
I mean, no. In this case,
also it was like bardic or something, but even then, I wouldn't use it on a nat 1.
No.
So you go and you reach for her. She ducks her head back and she goes, "Whoa, Ironside! Let's not get crazy. We're just talking.
My name is Elaine. You've refused to call me that since you've known me.
I'll be honest, Elaine. I keep forgetting. Anyways, as I was saying,
I'm gonna throw no, never mind.
I'm assuming she has a bar cart somewhere in this office.
she does. She
Yeah.
has one of those. She has one of those like fun little globes, like where you open the globe. It's got alcohol.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go grab
It's
that and a tumbler, and while this is all happening, I'll walk over there and I'll pour myself a couple fingers of whiskey, and then I'll turn back to Vel and be like, "You want one?" Yep, I'll pour another one, and I'll just bring them back, and we just sit by the door, just like drinking and watching this.
She
I'm gonna look
leans
at the
back.
captain. Okay.
She leans back in her chair and goes and shoots back her own whiskey and puts the cup down and says, "As I was saying, who are you?"
It's a question I don't really feel like answering right now. It's been a long day.
Yeah, there's more on the table than who they are.
My name's Vel.
All right, fine. I'm Jasper. Really, we're trying to be cool here, Val.
And also, Captain, it seems like you're pretty forgetful with names that apparently don't matter to you. So in this case, I don't think that their names matter.
Hey,
If Elaine's name doesn't matter
Hey.
to you, then theirs certainly don't.
Don't get pissy, Violet.
Oh, you think this is pissy? Captain, you've seen me in worse scenarios. You've hired me for worse jobs than the one that I'm dealing with right now with you.
Yeah, well,
But let's be clear that this is the first time that we've ever had to deal with one another. I put my legs up on her chair that she's sitting in. So, if you're going to disrespect my friends, I'm going to disrespect you. That's Elaine. That's not Ironside. And it seems like we have some serious business to attend to now.
that's all I wanted. Just wanted to continue our conversation from earlier.
Well, then you should have come to us yourself. Why send your cronies who you know can't deal with us anyway?
I'm a busy woman, Violet.
And so are we. But we're business women as well as being busy women.
See, and that's what I don't
And in
understand.
business,
Y'all getting your panties in a twist. This is just business. Brought you onto this ship. I showed you how this works. You know how this world operates.
you sure did. And I'm gonna look at the guy who's missing a leg. And then look back at her and be like, you sure did.
Yeah.
So, we're both asking some questions here.
Well, since I did get the names of your friends here, go ahead. You can ask the next question.
Okay. I look at Dev, Elaine, see if there's anything that y'all want to hop in with before I ask.
I nod. I'll hop in with a question if I have one.
Okay. I look at Dev. Dev, do you want to start? Is sort of the message I'm giving you.
Well, let's start with why are you so interested in what we've got going on?
I'm interested in everything that happens in my city.
Well, the way I see it, you offered us a deal, we took it, and we're going about our business completing that deal.
And quote, Captain, you said that you would give us whatever the fuck we wanted if we completed it.
The offer still stands?
And we can't get anything done if we're sitting here talking to you.
Or getting attacked by your cronies.
They actually never attacked me, but just wanted to.
Oh, sweetie, I don't know you.
It's Jasper.
I was like, yeah, we just went over this.
Jasper. Well, as you can see, I'm not the best with names. But that doesn't mean I don't forget when someone comes onto my ship demanding answers and time from me.
Not entirely unprovoked, though.
Yeah, which is it? You wanted us here, now you don't want us here.
Yeah.
You want answers?
You don't want answers.
But how about this? Tell us about the shapeshifter. And how about we'll take care of not only your Hush Tower problem, but Kiraphos as well.
What do you know about Kiraphos?
Well, we
You
both
can't-
know he's an
if you-
asshole.
If you can't answer a question normally without asking another question, we're gonna just be going in circles. We're gonna leave.
Oh, Cupcake, I thought you more than anybody would know that information is everything.
Well, I'm well aware. I'm very well aware.
Well, here's the deal. I'm not making any sort of agreement if I'm not sure that you guys can actually get to Kiraphos. Last I saw, he left the city. Not on the boat with the others, but I don't know where he's at.
What do you care
Well-
if we bring you his head, we did it. If we don't, you don't give us
Mm-hmm.
whatever the fuck we want. Right? That's the deal.
Because you're asking for more information. I don't give that out for
Oh,
free.
we're not asking you for anything.
No, you're the ones who wanted us on the fucking ship. I'm getting
Well,
frustrated because now nothing is happening and we're just standing here.
Yeah.
I thought that it was a fair trade. We take care of Kiraphos, and you tell us about the shapeshifter. We're just not telling you where he is, but we can take care of him. We have that information. We have that intel. And you know something that we don't know. So if we take care of him for you, which we will, we need something in return, which is, what do you know about the shapeshifter?
I think that's a very fair agreement. You bring me Kiraphos' head. I tell you about the shifter.
See, the only problem is
Okay.
time, little bit of a factor. I think maybe we just work on a little bit of credit, you know? You don't know us, but you know them. Maybe their credit's good here. I don't know how this works. But the thing is, we think that if we go after Kiraphos, the shifter may be in that same direction, give or take. And so we're thinking maybe we just kill two birds, one stone. We go do one trip. We don't have to go back, then bring him here, and then go back. You know what I mean? It's a lot. So maybe we just get it all done in one trip, and then we save everybody a little bit of time, a little bit of effort.
Give me persuasion.
I would like to help.
How?
By saying to the captain, and you're asking for a 2-for-1. You're also asking us to take care of the Hush Tower.
So I will say she didn't necessarily ask directly for the Hush Tower. She wanted answers about where the storm was coming from and what's causing it.
Okay.
We'll look into that for free, in addition to the rest of us.
Yes.
No, I still have my price. I have my price, and I point at her and be like, we do this. I'm getting my whatever the fuck I want from you.
Okay, and fine to the point of the Hush Tower. I'll look at her and be like, and we have a lot of history. You know how effective we are at getting our jobs done. And if we communicate with each other, I look at Elaine, like make eye contact with Elaine, and then look at the captain, and we're honest about it, we'll follow through with our word.
What was your persuasion, Eric?
An 8.
Wait, with the help?
Wait, did I get the help?
You didn't.
No,
You didn't say
no.
if I got help.
It's a nice thought, but the captain is not looking to hear sweet words from you at the moment.
Okay, we're getting nowhere. Let's go. We can figure this out on our own. Captain, it was not nice talking to you, and I hope I never do it again.
The office still stands. You bring me Kirifos' head. I give you information.
We'll be in touch, but if this is the way that you did business, honestly, I'm surprised you're still alive.
Oh, honey. You don't survive in this city without doing business the way I do business.
What, by sending out your cronies and never putting yourself on the line?
No. By not fully holding trust. You see, everybody's got a secret. Everybody's got something they're not sharing. And when you find out what that is, that's real power.
It's a really lonely life, and I'm just gonna walk out the door.
I'm gonna follow Jasper out.
She's gonna yell back,
I'm gonna...
well, it's lonely at the top.
It's fine.
I'm just gonna chuckle as I leave. Just...
Your place
Elaine.
is lovely. It's been wonderful meeting you.
I'm gonna look at Elaine and then look at the captain, and look up again and say, "It's Elaine, not Ironside." And then have this look of like deep disappointment on my face, as I'm like, and the trust that we had. And the trust that we had. It's not there. It's not there anymore. And
the captain's gonna smirk. She's gonna look at you, Violet, and she's gonna say, "That's my girl. Now you're thinking like a winner."
And I'm gonna take my ring of disguise off. So my hair turns back to like a silver, and my eyes go from hazel to bright purple. And I'm gonna look at her, and I'm gonna be like, "I hope to see you on better seas, Captain." Put my ring back on, turn to Elaine, and sort of like hold my arm out for Elaine so that we can walk out together. And then as I'm walking out, turn back to her and say, "We can still be allies in this. We'll see what we can do with the weather. And on Kirifos, we'll follow through."
I know I can count on you.
I have another question. Violet, I would prefer to ask this alone.
Okay,
I'll be right
walk
behind
out.
you.
I'll walk out.
Did you ever see me as anything other than a machine? Is that why you don't learn my name?
She kind of looks at you quizzically and says, "Oh, honey, what else would you be?"
I look down at my hands. I don't know exactly.
Well, you're an automaton. You're a tool, and you're a damn good one at that. And she points at the butchered body on her desk. Make no mistake about it.
know I'm good at what I do. But I'm more. I thought you saw that.
She looks at you up and down again, and she says, "You know, when we took you off the hands of that tinkerer, he said the same thing."
Tinkerer. What tinkerer?
You don't remember?
I remember an overseer. I remember my sword. I remember everything that I did tell you. Or Violet. I don't remember a tinkerer.
You never wondered how you found your way to me?
I ran. That's what I know.
Oh, sweetheart. Who do you think was pulling your hand towards me? Well, I'm not here to learn your whole biography. I'll tell you that much.
I believe you. At least about that.
Done.
Yes.
Great.
And I will just leave.
Steal her cat. Steal her cat. Steal her cat.
Wouldn't dare.
I'll give Rip one more little chin scratch as I leave. But
Rip leans his head right into you and lazily flops back down.
and I go. I catch up with the rest of my crew.
All right. The crew of the Mistress does continue to give you all very sort of skeptic, kind of weary glances as you exit. No one really makes a move. It's sort of like, like in the old westerns when someone's walking through downtown and everyone's like kind of like standing and watching, and no one's really doing anything.
Can Davina like pretty girl mad dog them? Like, I don't
Pretty
I don't
girl
know.
mad dog.
I don't know what that would look like, but that's what I'm feeling.
Are you go?
Poodle.
Like some
Snarling.
crazy eyes and a hair flip. Yeah.
They're going, well, mark me down as scared and horny.
I mean, that's what I'm going for, so.
It's fear boner.
All right, my work here is done.
As we walk off the ship, I'm going to try to make eye contact with like every single crew member that I know. With my head held like real high, swagger is on, and just like trying to make the note of like, don't come after us, even if the captain sends you, like, you don't want to come after Violet and our new friends.
They hold your gaze, but no one makes a move.
Yeah.
All right, and off the ship you go.
Whew.
I'm gonna turn to Elaine and be like, fucking bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose that's the right word for it.
I'm gonna get in a fight.
Your friends suck.
I guess she was never
She's
really
not
a
my
friend,
friend.
was she? Yeah, no. We were only useful to her.
I'm shocked.
What?
Oh no.
All right,
I
you
have a
got
question
okay.
for the group. I have a question for the group. Do you all care about the same thing?
That's a
Or
broad
what do you
question, Elaine.
Elaine,
Yeah.
where is this coming from?
I don't know. Just what if you had to pick a word for what you care about, what is it?
Family?
Freedom.
Power?
Lunch.
Incredible. Incredible.
Family, freedom, power, lunch, Denny's. Just
Immaculate.
What
that's
the
going
fuck
on
is up,
TikTok.
Denny's?
Pancakes. I care about pancakes. Oh my god. Waffles. And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Waffles.
I'm like, wow.
Ah,
Oh god. Does that make you
Elaine.
feel any better, Elaine?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I asked. I wanted to know and now I don't know.
Okay. I give her like a really awkward pat on the shoulder. And just we'll
You have to
figure
reach
this out.
very high.
I'll we'll help you figure this out. I know you like the captain, but
No, not anymore.
He's betrayed
Yeah.
us in a way.
that's the way the world turns. So
Just
It
I'll
is.
help you
don't
through
make
it.
any promises to me you don't intend to keep.
Mm.
Oh no! The pirate captain betrayed you.
She's the first person I met.
That was a shitty first person to meet. Not gonna lie.
I did
And in a
time.
and she saved both of us in our own way.
Violet, you saved me.
And you saved me on more than one occasion. And I know, Elaine, that
At
you
least
might
12.
you might mistrust what people say, what my word may be, because the captain has turned against us. I mean, we've seen her betray more than one group of people or person in our time with her, but
Couldn't
I
be
won't betray you,
me.
Elaine. Elaine, I will not betray you.
Do not say absolutes.
This is an absolute. And so I grab you by your like mechanic arm and I'm gonna be like, this is an absolute because you are my friend.
You're my friend too.
The captain
Grab her shoulder.
the captain doesn't have any friends, and that makes us more powerful than her, and we will always be more powerful than her.
Power
She's
of
alone at the top, but we have
friendship.
each other.
I love this episode of Digimon.
I turned to Val and I say, "How come you never say cute shit like that to me?" I found you. I saved you. You don't say any cute shit to me.
Trust me on
You
the
just,
feeling.
you just sit there
I
and want
already
lunch.
know the way that high pony, it's working for you today. You know,
It's
the same thing.
it's a bun, okay? It's a bun. It's a warrior bun.
Yeah, man. You look great.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, if everyone's had their heartfelt moment, shall we focus on finding Kirifos and trying to stay out of the prying eyes of Captain?
Yes.
Are we eliminating this Kirifos? Are we bringing him back for the captain? Are we getting information from him? Maybe all the above.
I will
I
do
think-
whatever Davina asks of me, but I refuse to do anything for the captain of my own volition.
Uh, Elaine, I would never make you interact with the captain if you don't want to, but yeah, I think we get some information from him if we want to either bloody him up a little bit or end him. That's our decision.
like
and
that.
then what we do with him after is our prerogative.
We're getting like
I agree.
really good at the whole bloodying people up thing, I will say. Very efficient.
I was gonna say, between Jasper and Elaine,
Yeah,
they've got it locked in.
thank
They're
you.
pros.
Get dead.
I am made for this.
Anybody know the mountains around here particularly well? I mean,
Niall is the only person that I know.
Niall, where is Niall?
We should
Back
check
at
on
the
him.
church.
I don't know that this is a trip for Niall to go on.
No, I don't think it is
Right.
either.
Oh, right. Yeah, because the whole Kirithos killed his mom.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Micah did. Yeah.
At least a passable idea of the mountains around Scarport as far as tracking where this individual might be, with the help of Niall, without him actually going with us.
He's not actually in the mountains. I don't think he's by the river.
He's by the river.
Oh, he's okay.
He's
So
on the way to the mountains if we want to find the said
It's just a
shapeshifter.
couple miles outside the city, so it's not.
We don't need. Niall doesn't need to come with us. He
No,
can point
but
us in the right
I am hungry though. Can we like get food first?
Maybe some lunch.
Yeah.
And look at Vel. Lunch?
Lunch?
But no oranges, right?
We can have a couple.
I imagine having a stomach must be so inconvenient.
No, dude, honestly, it is.
No, you would think so, right? But then it's like every day, you get yourself a little treat. And then
yeah, but think about it. Think about it.
Where does this go, though?
Wow, that's not talk for.
She doesn't. Elaine doesn't have to deal with any of that. I'm just saying, it's Elaine. You've got the better end of the deal, I would say.
Well, girls don't poop anyway, so.
What is pooping?
Tell girl.
Please describe it.
Trying to think real hard about an analogy here for you. So.
Cut to a 20-minute later. You've done a slideshow presentation. This is disgusting. So you don't even use everything that goes in you?
No.
No.
We're terribly inefficient beings.
Incredibly.
Let's
What did your little buddy think of that? Was that his first time learning about that?
Vel. Oh yeah, just
Vel.
Yeah, does Vol know how to poop?
That was a whole conversation. DM, what time of day actually is it? Were we meeting at the bar? I thought we were meeting at the bar and it was like kind of nighttime and then they attacked us and then we went.
No, because we did our things in the morning, first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
You guys went to go see Micah and we went to see Captain very early.
Okay. It was like 11 or something, right?
At this point, it's probably about mid-afternoon-ish.
Yeah, let's get it.
Okay.
A nice 3 p.m., 4 p.m.
So maybe we grab something for the road. I think it might benefit us to maybe set up camp outside the city for this evening. We've certainly made our enemies within the city. I think maybe it's time we start making enemies without the city,
That's good.
Can't say
diversifying our enemy portfolio.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'd probably try and make a quick stop somewhere that I know just to pick up some rations for, I would say, a couple days worth of travel outside the city is my best guess.
Yeah, sure. So you could go. Let me pull up my map of Scarport that I haven't looked at in a while.
And I want to turn to Davina and be like, okay, Davina, so we're going to do something that's called camping.
What?
Okay. I know that you've never been camping before. So I just want to prepare you for the experience. It's going to be rough in it. It's going to be worse than the mission.
Are you saying glamping wrong?
Oh, right, Elaine, we could turn it into glamping. And I turned to Elaine, I'm like, I winked you. Yeah, glamping. We can maybe get Davina
whoa,
a
whoa.
cot or, yeah, just prepare yourself, Davina, for some time with the outdoors, which I know you love.
I'm s- I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to share a tent with both of us. Or not even, we might not even have a tent.
Okay. So we'll have a cover.
Mm, debatable. We might not. We might not. You might just have the night stars as your cover. Yeah.
You're really selling this, Sal. Like you're really like.
I mean, I love it. I just know that it might not be your cup of tea.
You know what? Honestly, if it's gonna get us answers, I'm willing.
Such a
I
sacrifice.
can't say that I can't say that I will be happy or pleased about it, but I'm willing. Let's go. Well then I trust you to get whatever we need.
Okay.
All right, so if you choose, you can make your way over to the very southern part of the city. Ledge Street, as it's called, is the street of shops and kind of the commercial part of the city. Um, I would imagine, as someone who's come to this city a few times before, you probably know uh, at least a few of the shops. And if you're trying to go pick up rations, you would know which store to go.
Okay.
So, are you all making your way down to Ledge Street?
Yep. I'll probably stick with Davina unless she sends me with anyone else.
No, I'm tagging with Sal, and I'm assuming we're sticking together anyway. So
Yeah.
or all of us are. Yeah.
Can I just find while they're shopping? Can I just find a spot to just take a nap?
Are you looking for formal lodgings?
No.
Or so
Just
a
like a
bench.
park? A park?
Under a tree.
Yeah.
if you want to, you could. It is still raining outside.
Like
The storm
I
is
care.
still raging. Okay, yeah. If you're looking for a place to sort of post up,
While they shop,
I mean,
I'm just gonna
there's no
take a short rest somewhere. Is what I'm
sure.
saying.
You want your bullets back? Is that
Oh,
what you
my bullets back in
want
my.
your bullets back? Is that what you want? There's no park. This is not a city that has a
Wow.
Parks and Rec department. But I mean, there are.
Oh my god, I would watch the shit out of Parks and Rec of Scarport.
Pirates and Rec.
Pirates and Rec.
But I mean, if
Oh,
you
but
want to
it's
find,
WRECK.
Mhm.
A
yes,
beautiful.
You could find any alleyway or gutter.
Yeah, I mean, it could also just be a bar that's I could just go chill in a booth while they shop because I don't have any money.
I think if we stop for lunch, which we technically did, right? That could be an hour short rest.
Well, we fought them after lunch. Either way, I'm not going shopping, so I'm with the 30 minutes to an hour while y'all are shopping, I'm gonna go sit somewhere and tell you I'm sitting here. When you're done, come get me.
There is a rest
Oh my
area.
god, you're the dad of the group.
Yeah.
Oh, he sure is. Oh,
And the
yeah.
pun got him so good.
That's all he's wanted someone to say this whole campaign so far. That's all he's wanted.
He's
Your
group
dad,
dad.
daddy, though. Yeah, group dad, camp dad.
And Davina is wine aunt.
Oh
Yes!
my
Yes.
god,
She's
she's
a
wine
wine
on.
Oh.
Yeah. The shimmy.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Violet is
Why
the obnoxious cousin, and Vel is the stoner cousin who's just chill and is there because his mom brought him.
And he has a voice in his head. Yep.
I love this family.
And I am the family mutt.
Yes.
I was just adopted.
No, you're the beautiful dope. Ow! You're the beautiful
What was that?
ring light. You're the
Oh,
beautiful Doberman that everyone loves.
Aw.
That's only
Okay.
friendly with the family.
Yes.
Only from
Yes.
the family. You cannot
So-
take me anywhere.
No, you do not leave the housing premises, or you will kill
Mm-mm.
someone.
I will. I've done it before. I'll do it again.
They gave up socialization so early, and this is just what we've ended up with, and it's fine.
This is what happened.
This is how we deal.
All right, Jasper, if you want, you can go make your way to the Steins Inn. They do have a
Hey.
kind of a general sort of rest area for travelers. You don't necessarily need to buy an overnight room. You can kind of go lounge there a little bit if you want.
Yeah.
And the rest of you can head on down to Ledge Street. There's a store over there called the Humble Horde, which is the kind of adventuring store. There's kind of like a middle-aged halfling inside who helps you. If you, what are you looking to do? Like a couple days, you said rations.
Sir, give me your fanciest tent.
I have a lot of fancy tents.
Waterproof.
I can give you a sack on a stick that will make it less wet than if you didn't have the sack on a stick over your head.
So,
Why do your eyes
Nina,
look
that
cross
one's
when
for
you
you.
doing that?
I have
a stick.
never regretted taking a short rest more.
Oh my god, because you're not there to haggle. You're not there to be
No.
our dad and haggle at the vacation.
Oh my gosh. Dad duties. Derelict.
No.
Well, what I can do for you, if you want, is I have the sack that you can put up on a stick for a tent, but I can leather it in some grease and some oil so it repels the water as it cascades down on the sack on the stick.
I love this British Southern man. I love him.
Is that considered an upgrade?
Well,
Well, I do declare.
Well,
it's
what does this mean? And can we keep him?
Oh, yeah.
do you want the sack?
But Violet, do we want the sack?
No.
No.
Through all of this to say no.
Well,
I do.
declare?
I do have. Well, I do have some mighty comfy mats that you can roll out on the ground, and I think they might be fluffy enough that they won't get soggy and wet when you lay them on the wet ground. Those are 2 silver pieces each, or I have a day's rations for 5 silver pieces each, or I still, for your purchase and pleasure, have a sack on a stick for 1 gold piece.
You guys are passing up a magic item right now, and I know it. I
Instead
know
of
it.
holding, if the sack on a stick is is a bindle of holding, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Bindle of
I know.
holding.
Just a bindle of holding.
Here's the thing. I feel like it has to come with a corn dog. Otherwise, it can't be called sack on a stick.
Well,
Can I please just request a supercut of just him saying, "Well, every well."
We've broken the GM. The GM is done. He's broken.
it was 15 minutes ago when Elaine was asking about purpose in life, and now we have this guy.
It went from purpose to pooping to
Oh,
whale.
God.
Just
Oh no.
Oh, D&D.
How about this? 5 days rations. I give you 1.5 gold.
Make that persuasion.
was that the shopkeep? It's like make that persuasion.
No, that was the DM who's stuck in it now. I can't get out of it.
Can I help
He's
by
like, I am
twirling around the
aware
gold-
of the universe.
gold coin?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Just
We need the sack, guys. We gotta have the sack.
we need to have the sack on a stick. Yes.
Sorry, what was it?
Do you, was that the
21.
same one?
Yes, that's the
21.
one you gave me.
Yay!
Ooh.
He says, "Well, I haven't had many customers lately because on account of the rain. So I'll take anything. I can give you 5 days rations for a gold piece and 5 silver pieces."
Take it.
Okay.
And I'll give you a stack on a stick for 5 silver pieces.
Done. I
Take
gotta
it.
know what this is about. I've never camped
All right.
before.
All right.
All right. All right. Who's paying for the sack?
It's gotta be me. I gotta imagine I've got some gold on me, right?
It's gotta be me.
It's gotta...
Yeah. By you.
Okay.
I don't have any
This
money.
Kavita's just very intrigued. She wants to know.
What is
She's
this
gotta
sack?
know.
I could pay you in death.
Pardon?
What?
What?
So for anyone who's buying rations, go ahead and take 1 gold and 5 silver out of your inventory.
Okay.
Y'all are rookies. I'm stopping by the church and getting free food on the way out of town.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Is
Balling on a budget.
I do
How many
have
silver
my
pieces?
money.
5?
Yeah.
I don't have my money written down.
I'll cover Elaine. Elaine.
Oh.
I'll cover you.
Thank you. I usually use just Divina's line of credit. I don't have
Yeah.
pockets, so
I got you.
it's a little tough.
I got Elaine.
Thank you.
I legitimately have 0 money.
I just assumed I was covering the 2 girls because I assumed
Oh.
that I had a bunch with me. Or something, to some degree, some gold.
She is
That's what I got.
Mrs.
I got you
Moneybags.
covered.
Okay. I will replace my gold.
With stuff I already had. I already had some that I didn't realize, so I'm pretty flush with a couple days worth of your, common gruel.
Jerky.
Oh yeah, girl.
Nice.
Lamna spread.
Oh, I don't need rations. Don't buy for me. That's stupid.
You
I'm a
don't
robot.
eat.
I forgot that I am not a human being. I don't have a stomach.
Get
Yeah,
them
we
for
all
free.
do.
You're like part of the team.
Yeah. So that you
Yeah.
can
I
pretend
am
if
not
you
one of you. I am not a human being.
We'll put your name on the brown.
You know what I am?
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm a
It's
little
just all of my
teapot.
snacks that I share them with everyone.
Perfect. Okay.
Do we know where we're going? DM.
Yes.
All you got from Micah is that Hierophos is camped a couple miles outside the city.
By the
On
river.
the Arter, by the river.
Okay.
So if we got to the river and followed it, we would probably be able to run into him.
And if I
It does seem like the case. I
if-
do think we should set up camp for the evening somewhere outside the city.
And then find him in the morning.
Do we
Yeah.
want to stay at the monastery for tonight, and then we could check in on Nile, and then we're only a few miles away, right, from
Yeah.
his supposed last known location. It would be like a safe indoor space for all of us, at least.
Yeah, I suppose nobody
Yeah.
found the monastery yet. They found us at the bar. I was thinking
Mhm.
maybe it's best to get out of the city, but I think you're right.
Yeah, if we
But-
take like a roundabout way there, yeah.
Yeah.
Keeping in mind that the captain knows that we're there, so she probably sent people there to follow us.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Could I use my ration money to get a new cloak really quick? Because I used my last one to bury the captain or the other captain in, and then it won't be as obvious. Like, oh, you're looking for a 7-foot tall automaton? We saw one headed for the monastery. So, yeah, it would be. I can maybe camouflage a little better.
Yeah, sure. You can spend 1 silver piece, or have Divina spend 1 silver piece,
Yeah.
to purchase a travel
No.
kit.
Thanks. Thank you, Auntie.
Of course. It looks beautiful on you.
can I have made a friend at the rest stop?
Are you asking?
Yeah.
Are you asking?
What have you done to entice this friend?
Just randomly. What is at this rest stop? I'm picturing a truck rest stop. That's clearly not what this is.
No, that's literally exactly basically.
Oh
what
my
it is.
god.
Signs in is like, this is the stopover. I mean, so if you look at the map of Scarport, it is located very close to the harbor because it is like the stopover point for people who are traveling that don't have some sort of permanent lodging already.
Can you
in
put
Scarport.
Can you put it up in Roll20?
Yes, give me un
Um,
momento.
Not that it matters, but I just switched over to the battle. Actually, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to switch back. Okay. I'm going to do that dad thing where I'm just going to like, someone has like a cart, like a cart and horse, the
Okay.
equivalent of a car. And I'm just going to, like, someone's feeding their horse. And I'm just going to walk up.
Oh.
I'm just going to walk up to him and be like, it's a nice horse you got there, bud.
At the gas station?
The,
Oh my god.
The young human male that is outside the signs in, brushing his mare, is going to turn to you and say, kind of look at you and be like, yeah, thanks. She's been in the family for a while now.
Oh.
That's a good one. Where are you heading?
Well, for tonight, we're heading here to rest. It's been a little bit of a long ride. So,
Yeah? Where'd you come from?
Where'd you go?
Where did you come
Where
from?
you-
Cotton
where
Eye
did you
Joe?
go?
Is your name Cotton Eye Joe?
No, so yeah, we
Well, that was the shopkeep.
we
Whale.
we're coming from Balvis Harbor. We had a stop over there.
Is that north or south? I came in here on a ship. I don't know anyone here. I'm just waiting for my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, most people come in here on a ship, that's for sure. We came in as well, but we had to ride. The person that we paid to bring us over was an asshole and dropped us off all the way at the mouth of the river, so we had to ride.
Oh damn! Which the artery?
Yeah,
Is which way is that actually?
do you have any idea where you are,
I
or
mean,
is there someone
kinda.
to go look for?
No, you're good. I'm just trying to make conversation. I'm bored, you know.
Yeah, no. Well, so the artery, yes, it's the river that runs from here all the way to the coast.
You meet anyone on the river while you were traveling with the cart?
Well, we did. He kind of looks at you. Listen, this is a kind of a rough place. There's always folks on the river. We had some asshole that made us fork over some of our food.
Damn. I'm sorry, man.
I mean, hey, we got here in one piece, so
Yeah, it doesn't make it right.
no.
If I wasn't broke myself, I'd give you some. But you know,
Oh, I don't have any money to give,
that's
man.
not that's not what I was. That was more of me just saying I would give you some if I had some. That wasn't me being passive aggressive asking you for some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have horses?
I used to be really familiar with horses actually, but you know, it's been a while since I've seen one. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
I like horses. I like animals.
Oh,
I
great.
actually,
Well,
yeah,
me too.
that's a good one. I can tell. Take care of her.
Do you want to come pet her?
Yeah, I'm give her like the little chin scratch it, like let her do the whole horse thing where you let her smell you first and then pet her and just keep shooting the shit, talking about absolutely nothing until the folks come back.
Incredible.
Aww.
All right. Well, if there's anything else that the other group wants to do with their shopping, you're welcome to kind of make your way over to Stein's Inn, pick up
No.
Jasper.
We got sack on a stick. We're good forever. We're
We'll see.
forever.
Oh shoot, did we get the upgraded version?
Burlap, notoriously
Second
known for
6.0.
lasting forever.
All right. So, are you remind me where you're headed now?
The mission.
Back to the mission.
Back to the
Yeah.
mission. Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Um.
I'll I'll actually relay. I'll tell them. Yeah, while you guys were shopping, met a guy actually traveled up the artery for all the way from the coast, traveled up the artery here. He said like it's not uncommon for people to be on the river, so I don't think it's like a whole sneaky situation necessarily to be travelers on the river. So he also met someone who kind of robbed him, and I feel like it might be our asshole, but you never know.
This is good information,
Okay, Dad.
though.
Mm. Okay, sweetie.
Finger
All right.
guns. Finger guns.
Mm.
Ha! Don't worry, these ones aren't dangerous.
Ah.
It's funny because they are fingers.
And it looks like a gun. Pew!
All right, let's get to the mission. Let's go.
All right. So you guys head to the mission.
Trying to avoid Captain's people.
Sure. Real quick, everyone, give me a perception check as you approach the mission.
Pear swap.
Oh, baby.
Pear swaption.
I'm rolling so bad tonight. Ugh.
Bad isn't good.
Oh, shame. Oof.
I got a 2.
I'm rolling for everybody tonight.
I got a 1.
I got 24.
Whoa, Jasper.
I'm pointing out all the stuff, being like, "Oh, this is like a cool little historical thing they got going on here."
Alright,
Elaine is
I,
Elaine's learning so much.
I rolled a 19, so
Violet.
Oh, I rolled a 13.
Okay. So as you guys get close, Jasper and Davina, you approach the mission. The mission has, it's mostly surrounded by kind of a stone half wall, and there's kind of an iron gate out in the front. Um, the gate is open, but you do notice that one of the halves of the gate that's sort of swung open is resting on the wall. The iron, sort of in kind of the attachment piece, is bent out of shape a little bit.
Oh, what? No. Oh, okay.
Wonderful.
I will
My I
rush in.
seeing it like wait, who saw it? Me and Elaine?
You and
I
Davina.
did not see
Me-
shit.
Oh.
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
see
say it. I'll
anything.
stop everyone. My jovial, like, dad mode pointing funny things out will immediately drop. And I'll be like, all right, guys, we got company.
And I'm gonna look at the whole group and just be like, they came for Niall.
Oh my
And yeah, just kind of race to the mission.
god. Yeah, I will charge in after Violet.
Oh, you gonna charge in?
Yeah. I'm worried that
Okay.
Niall
Um,
or the pastor or something happened to the body. Like,
They run past me, and I'll just like exhausted dad sigh, be like, it's not what I was saying, but okay. And I'll start to jog after them.
You guys see that bird that flew over? Where'd it go?
Where'd everybody go?
Vol wanted to learn about the.
So,
All right.
okay, so as you come in through the gate, you enter the courtyard of the complex of the mission. The, the buildings are all still there. The front door of the mission, it's a big wooden door. One of the sides of the wooden door is open. That's what you see.
I'll.
there's nobody there, like not even the priestess
Not in the courtyard, no.
Oh gosh.
inside.
Does anything else look out of place?
Give me one more perception check.
Can I also make one in the courtyard? Okay. So 2 minus 1. Good lord.
Jesus. You guys are just running
That's
them.
one plus 5, so that's 6.
Hey.
Oh my god.
If I can't glean anything, I will
Oh,
go
no.
and make
Which
headway
one are you-
directly toward where the other captain's body was. Like where we had held the funeral.
Yeah, so that's inside the main chapel, which is sort of the big wooden door that I was talking about, kind of leading into that big central stone building.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you guys enter, you see the interior of the chapel, much like you had found it before. And sort of seated in one of the pews, she's kind of leaning over. She has her head in her hands. Is the tiefling that you had all met with before, Pastor Prudence?
Oh,
Okay.
no.
And she's kind of alone, sitting in the. She hears you.
I will.
I mean, she kind of like starts, and she turns around to look at you. Hello.
What happened? Did something happen? What's.
It was my absolute pleasure serving you here at the mission. I'm afraid we can no longer support refugees here at this time.
What?
And she turns around to face you, and you notice that she has a very large, shiny black eye that is starting to form
Oh.
on the right side of her face.
God. Okay. What happened? Who did this to you?
Oh, and she kind of lifts a hand up and sort of covers her eye. No, you see, it is by the grace of the residents of this city that the mission is able to stay unmolested. Um, but I'm afraid that we are unable to house any more refugees at this time.
You said that before.
Yes.
Did whoever do this hit your head so hard that you're talking in circles?
She lowers her voice a little bit and looks at you and says, I'm sorry, but they told me I can't let you stay.
We won't then, but who is they?
Captain Garland's men.
That bitch.
She knew that I was housing you here, and how, I don't know, but she told me I wasn't
Niall.
allowed.
Is Niall still here?
Oh, poor boy. He's fine. They shook him up a little bit too. He went back home.
To the manor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that means they know.
Oh, no what?
I'm gonna say that in sorry,
Oh.
not out loud. Not out loud.
I'm sorry this happened to you, and I
Yeah.
hate to ask for more from you, but can I have some food before we go? I was like planning to stay here, so I didn't buy food, but now we're gonna leave, so I kind of like just an apple and some cheese, some stuff for the road.
Oh, well,
You're technically not harboring us because we're leaving.
it would be a disservice to the shepherds if I didn't provide sanctuary as best as I could, even with the circumstances. Please, take what you need, but I'm afraid that's all I can do.
Completely understand.
Of course. Pastor, no, we didn't intend for any of this to happen here. We're sorry.
Oh no, I knew when I was given my mission placement of Scarport, it was not always going to be an easy job. But
Well, we'll
stay
get out
safe.
of here. Thank you for your help, and sorry for the trouble that we may have caused. I'll go to shake her hand before I leave.
She'll offer hers and shake it in return.
As I shake her hand, I'm going to palm 2 gold coins and just kind of leave them in her hand before we leave, without trying to show that to anybody else if I can.
She's gonna pull her hand back and sort of look down and start to like see you and sort of be like, "Oh."
I'll probably just turn away.
So
We won't cause
feel
you any
free-
more trouble.
Not at all. Now, if you excuse me, I do have to make my way back to the nave. And she'll kind of turn around and hastily exit back into the courtyard.
So, I guess we're camping tonight.
Yeah. Just like the
Sounds
old days, Val.
sick.
And I go for a high
But
five.
what should we do about Niall? If they questioned him, he definitely told them everything.
Then
There's
we
not
get
much
to
we can
cure
do about
foes
it now.
before they do.
If they wanted to kill him,
Yeah.
he'd be dead. So
Yeah, he's home. He's safe.
He's
Let
stay out of life at this point. That seems like
We
the
just
safest.
have to get the cure foes before they do.
And it just means that we also have to really watch our backs. She knows about the feather. And if she thinks we have it.
I think we should watch our backs anyway. But yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some food. So I'm gonna go
Okay.
I got you covered,
snag.
Jasper. I got you for a couple days.
Okay. Thank you.
It's not great, but we've had worse.
Food's food.
Yeah, so I got you covered there.
Cool. We should still take a look around, see if there's anything we can use if we're gonna be camping. So I'm gonna go to the old tool shed.
You're gonna steal more from the pastor Prudence who beat up and
She said take whatever we need. I'm gonna go to the tool shed, see if there's any odds and ends in the tool shed that would be useful on the road.
Sure. So you go in the back. You find they store pretty basic stuff for work around the church. They have a shovel. They have a stone pick. Um, they have a few kind of wooden crates. They have some spare bricks and stone
Any
that
like
are laid around.
any like spare leather or like linens for like how you would like burlap sacks or anything that like I could fashion
Like pitching a
anything.
tent or something.
Yeah,
Yes. So some of the bricks and stones that they have are laid out on a tarp.
taking that
So
tarp.
if you wanted, you could remove the bricks and stones and basically pull the tarp.
Yeah,
over.
I'll fold up the tarp.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Then I'm going to suggest we head out of the city and set up camp. And I'd also like to devote a fair bit of time to scouting the area around
Yeah,
where we camp.
I'm definitely switching into my very old habits of being in the woods and survival modes kicking in, having been you know, I know
Yeah, I imagine
what to look for.
Jasper and I would kind of fall into old habits pretty quickly and like make sure we know every inch of the surrounding,
Yeah.
at least a couple 100 feet of where we're going to be.
Yeah, and like keep eyes on the river and follow the river, but not on the edge of the river, like a little bit into the tree line.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think on the way out of the city, we would have been checking around us, behind us, to make sure that we weren't being followed.
So okay, so let's do this order of operations. So whoever wants to be checking as you're leaving the city, give me a perception check.
Me. Roll better. No, I'm not using this dice. No. Time out. Oh, that's way better. 17.
Anyone else?
Yes.
Can we all do it, or are we?
Yeah, I mean you're all.
Yeah, I
keeping
wouldn't
together.
I wouldn't not be looking out. Also,
19.
Yeah.
my passive perception is 15, so I don't know if that matters, but
It depends. If you want to give me an active perception check, you're welcome to. If you're kind of
Yeah.
just heading out.
yeah, that's one better. It's a 16.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, as you guys are making your way out of the city, it's early. It's like I would say more. It's late afternoon, just starting to tip into early evening at this point. It's pretty busy now within the city. This is when the city starts to kind of get moving a little bit more, leading into the evening. Um, there's people milling about, but no one seems to really be pausing around you guys or sort of giving you any trouble or anything like that as you're making your way through. So you kind of come from way in the back up in the mission. You work your way down through the birth district depot center into the yards, and you make your way out on the northern bank of the river of the artery, um, just past the river gate, and you make your way out. So with that, Velterra and or Jasper, if you want to give me a nature check as you guys are kind of scouting the river area.
What about survival?
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, thank you. Survival, I guess, would be more appropriate, huh?
I ain't identifying berries.
17 for me.
That's gonna be 16 on the dice plus. I think this is actually pretty good. Plus 3, 19.
All right, so you make your way out along the river. The rain is still pouring down. This is not a fun trip.
Mm.
The comfort of walking on the cobblestone streets of Scarport is now gone. You are making your way through mud. It has been raining for well over a week at this point. Davina, you are miserable in this storm. Valterra, you feel a little bit more at home. You are surrounded now by earth. You are in your element. The crazy din of the city is now behind you. You walk along the bank, a little bit more within the tree line. Um, and as you walk, I mean, you're not. It's no different than many treks you've taken before. But you do start to notice that just in general, this area is looking a little rough. There are trees that have fallen over from the waterlogged soil. There are a couple areas that you've walked past that look like there's maybe lightning strikes that struck the area. Um, it's it's kind of a rough looking place, but aside from the spare piece of wildlife here and there, you don't necessarily come across anything unnerving.
Seeing all that, can I alter my search for a campsite? Is there any kind of like rock formation or caves that we might be able to find maybe better shelter in than just out in the
Yeah,
open?
and like especially uphill so that water is not flowing into us.
Definitely. So this is still a very hilly area. You are right at the base of the Drowwer Mountains. There's still plenty of rocky outcrops and stuff like that, especially here on the northern bank of the river. Remind me what you rolled, Eric. What was your survival?
17.
17? Yeah. You decide, you kind of make the executive decision to start to stray away from the river a little bit more and head up into the more hilly parts, try to find some of those outcrops and those caves. And you do find, after maybe about 45 minutes of leaving the site of the river, um, you do find a fairly sheltered area. It's not like a cave, but there is a very large rocky overhang that kind of juts off of a hill that provides an overhead cover.
Okay. Yeah, bring the I'll bring the crew there, and as they kind of approach, I'll just be like, Davina, a
Beautiful.
mansion, a palace for you this evening. This is what we
Beautiful,
have.
Val. I can stay dry, thank you.
The home of my people.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, I am.
Well, that makes one of us.
Yeah, I'll go about just kind of setting up camp and getting ready for the evening.
I'll.
like.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you.
I was gonna say I'll lay out the tarp. How big is the tarp?
I would say maybe it's like 10 by 10 feet.
Cool.
Oh, Jasper, see if you can figure out the sack on a stick that we got. I think it was a really good idea.
Can I make a survival check to use the sack on a stick?
Go ahead.
Effectively.
Yes! Dad mode activate!
20?
Yes!
Wait.
Sack on a stick!
Yes!
As I hand it over to him, can I just do identify on it real quick and just
So
say, like, wave my hand and say, like, reveal?
Yes.
Reveal.
Identified.
Reveal. Yes.
Oh my god. Dad mode activate. Dad has a project.
That is
Dad has a project. Dad in
camp
the
dad,
garage.
camp dad, camp
Camp
dad,
Dad.
All right,
camp
so,
dad.
Davina, you cast identify on the sack on a stick, and this the as the information kind of flows into your brain as you sense it, you realize this is a sack. It is a burlap sack with a stick. However,
Stick. What's the stick, though?
the burlap sack somehow woven into its fiber is the destroy water spell. This is a 100% waterproof piece of burlap.
On a stick.
On a stick.
And the stick.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Jasper, this is amazing.
Yeah,
You
it's
just
a
saved your
sack.
hair. You just
That's-
saved it.
It's what does destroy water do? It's just basically
It
Yeah, it's like as the water hits the sack, it doesn't even roll off. It just basically disappears.
this is a waterproof sack on a stick.
it's very useful. It's very useful. I got this.
What do you have to pay extra to get the oil and grease smeared on?
I was gonna say, did you guys get some like smattering to like waterproof this? Don't even need it. It's great. I got
Don't need
this.
it. Yeah.
So I'm going to. I'll set the tarp up like all the way in the back, like as far in the back of the outcropping as possible, and then how far? Like, is there still water dripping from anywhere inside the outcropping, or is all the water outside?
There's a couple. I mean, most of it is outside there. The overhang does a pretty good job of keeping most of the water out. There's a couple areas where it's like, you know how like when you pour water over a glass and it comes in like
Yeah,
bubbles?
yeah.
There's like a couple of areas where the water still is sort of trickling in a little bit, but not much. But yeah, there's a couple areas.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I'm going to like take. I'm gonna set up camp in the back with the tarp. Tarp's gonna be fine. But knowing that Davina is miserable, I'm going to try and fashion the sack into a bit of like a poncho for her to
Jasper,
wear.
you're my hero.
Aww. Aww.
Do I succeed? All right.
I would say you can do that pretty easily.
Cool.
Yay!
I'll bring it back to her and be like, I
Aw.
don't think we need it for camping right now, but this might be useful for your uh, comfort.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Vel is going to just wait and see if Elaine is kind of like keeping watch out front to go and
Yeah.
sit. So if she's out front, he's gonna
I'm
go
standing
and
at like the mouth of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sit next to her, just kind of right at the opening, and just kind of lean up against the side of the rocky outcropping. And sorry, the captain betrayed your trust like that.
Thank you. I mean, it's still fresh, but
She was really the first person you met, huh?
I thought so. Well, her and Violet, I met them around the same time. Violet was the one who gave me a face. She
How
was the
long
one who
have
gave me
you-
Ironsides.
How long have you kind of had your memories for?
I thought for the entirety of my, I guess I call it an awakening. It's not my existence. But
How long have you been awake?
DM, how long ago did I meet Violet and did I join the Mistress's crew?
I mean, I'll kind of leave that up to you guys. Violet, do you have a sense from your backstory, sort of when that would have happened? How long has Violet been adventuring?
Yeah.
Or kind of doing her thing?
I would say like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say 5
Because
years
I-
too, but I wasn't sure.
5 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
5 years, give or take a few months. I
It
have.
seems so long.
It's a while and also no time at all.
I can't say I understand how you feel, but I'm trying my best with somebody who does. Vol's only been in existence for maybe a couple of weeks to months at this point.
What is he? Is it quintessence or something, or
Have you heard of the Cruxborn before?
heard of them, but mostly through my relationship to Davina.
That's what he was, at least at first. Now, I'm not really sure. I think he's just a part of me. But he's his own thing still. He's his own person, really, I guess you'd say. And he's still learning a lot about everything. And I think in a similar way you are too.
I think so.
I know
But
you didn't
you
have,
think of
what was that?
you think of this Vol. You think of him as a person.
I do. Yeah. Like I said, I gave him the nickname after my own sister. If that kind of says anything about how I feel about him.
Yeah, it does.
But I don't know. I guess in a way it's helpful for me to see how you react to some of these things. Vol seems curious and interested in a lot of things, but also perhaps naive in some ways. And I do worry that, I don't know, if I do the wrong thing or say the wrong thing, it'll hurt him somehow, betray him the way that I think you felt betrayed today.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just saying, I think you're a good example. You're a good role model.
I've never been one of those before.
We don't always get to choose these things, so sorry. Looks like you're forced into it this time.
An itch in the back of your head, Valterra. And a voice says, "Can we give her the promise? The hurt promise?"
Oh.
Vol, I know you earlier you requested that we don't deal in absolutes. But Vol has requested that I make a promise to you that I made to him earlier. Which is
What would
that
that be?
I promise to never do anything that I know will hurt you or betray you. And in turn, Vol made that promise to me. I won't ask that you do the same unless you feel that you can. I understand you have your own allegiances here, but Vol asked me to.
The only reason I do not deal in absolutes is because I can't lie. I'm worried about what would happen to me as a paladin, as a servant, as a person, if I make a promise that I break. If I set myself up to lie, if I set myself up to fail.
You're built a certain way, and you feel like you have to act in that way. It's understandable. I think it's important to have rules, a structure that we base ourselves and our lives around. And if that's what yours is, it's understandable. Mine is, I don't make friends very often. Not real friends. You know, you make friends as you drink in a bar together, but
I can't drink.
Friend. Maybe one of these days we'll get you in for one. But when I do make friends, it's important that I keep them safe ensure that they trust me and I trust them. So, you may not deal in absolutes, but I don't deal in half-ass promises.
Aw.
I appreciate this. Well,
Wolf seems to like you, and that's more than enough for me.
I like you, and Vol by extension too.
I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force as one of my genie spells using a second level spell slot. And I'm going to project the image and voice of Vol to Elaine.
Oh, I've been wanting to meet him. I'm so excited.
Okay. What do you have? Do you have him say anything specific?
I'm going to listen for if Vol says anything to me, and I will relay it to her.
Okay. Vol says to Elaine, "This world is so big, and there's so much to see, and for people like us, there's so much discovery ahead of us."
And you hear and see all that.
And then he's gonna say one more. And I, Vol, promise you, Elaine, that we're gonna see this world together.
I like that. I promise to you, Vol and Val, I will be your friend until we see the rest of the world.
You made a friend, Vol.
Oh.
Friends is good.
I'll drop the Phantasmal Force, Phantasmal Image, whatever it was.
You take d6 psychic damage.
Why? I was gonna say, why does this feel like the end of Homeward Bound? Like, jeez.
Oh. We will adventure together.
And I will say before we do anything else, I will be bestowing inspiration to Valterra because that was just so fucking sweet.
Yes!
I love that.
Go!
I fully plan to give out inspiration like candy if there's moments like that in this campaign. So hell yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Inspiration for Val. All right. Anything else that folks are trying to do this evening as you settle in? All right.
I'm gonna find some sticks. And
We've got the only stick that we need.
And it's got a sack on it.
And like, I'm assuming there's like, if there's like fallen trees, I'm assuming there's like a hollowed out log nearby.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'll like drag that in, and I'm just gonna do a little bongo in.
Oh my god.
Not for anyone, just for me.
Just for you.
Sure.
Violet is going to turn to Davina and then sort of just go and get up and go just sit by Elaine at the edge of the cave mouth. Not touching her or anything, but just like sitting in companionable silence, staring out as the rain pours down.
It washes you clean.
All right.
Yeah, I'll join her. I'll put my hood up and join her.
So the group more or less kind of coalesces around the front of this overhang. The sun has started to set. It is just a little bit past dusk at this point. There's a very, very slight, deep indigo hue in the sky through the rain clouds as the rain continues to pour down. And as you all sit in this cave for the first time in a few days now, there is true sort of stillness, and you all start to settle in for the night to the sound of the steady rain and the gentle, steady drum beat of Jasper
And humming. He's humming a little lullaby.
Oh my god.
on his log. And with
So
that,
I was like, maybe I'll pull out my viola and join you.
Viola and bongos? Insane combination.
Some bluegrass, baby. Some bluegrass.
Yeah,
so
I
as
know how
the
to fiddle.
bongos,
Turn
as
it
the
to fiddle.
bongos continue with the sort of beat like a gentle, steady heartbeat against the percussion of the rain, there is a nice melody that comes from Davina's viola. Um, and with that, you all settle in for the evening, and we will call it there, the end of this day. What a beautiful
Yes.
session, guys. Well
Ah.
done. Well done, players. That was so fun. We are so glad to be back. Thank you to anyone who joined us this evening. Um, feel free to catch us on our Instagram or our TikTok, Homebrew Advantage, and we'll also be posting tonight's full episode, and you can watch the past episodes, past sessions as well on YouTube at Homebrew Advantage. So thanks again for pulling up a seat at our table tonight, and join us in 2 weeks' time as we continue our journey here outside the city. Thanks, everyone.
Woo!
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.